Good morning. My name is Janice, and I am going to be making some black beans for my lunch today. Always, as always, start with washing our hands and make sure that the surface, that everything we're going to use is clean and sanitized. I have about 1 can worth of black beans here on the plate. Now, if you have a food processor, you can simply put it through there. Otherwise, you can use a fork, just like I'm doing here, and just mash it up, because they don't need to be fully mashed anyway. It's good to have a little extra roughage, as my grandmother would say. Okay. And now I'm just going to put in, because it's 1 can worth, just a little piece about this big of red onion, and just chop that up like this into little pieces. Okay. And the same with the red pepper. I used about 1/4 of a red pepper, and we'll put all that in there as well. Making sure, of course, that the peppers and everything have been washed and taken all the seeds out and things like that. So now I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of, I bought the garlic puree, but you could simply just chop up 1½ cloves of garlic if you like, and then add about probably 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'll just sprinkle that over the top there, and maybe about 1 tablespoon of your favorite barbecue sauce, or could be ketchup, could be mayo. And I'm also going to add about, about 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. And about 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin. I also have if I was going to make these all the way into burgers, I have some sweet potato. I boiled it and then just made it like when you do mashed potatoes, put in a little butter, a little salt, mash it all up. I would add that. And I would also add some feta cheese to be crumbled into the burger as well. It just adds a nice moisture and a nice flavor. And then I would also add some steel cut oats. You could use eggs or breadcrumbs or, things like that. But I like to eat gluten-free for the most part, and so I choose the steel cut oats and things like that. Then just mix all of that up. Add a little salt to your taste. And then this can also be, aside from being made into burgers, you could just use it as a dip if you had nachos or vegetables that you wanted to dip in there. Or I just like to eat it just like that, personally. The reason that I like black bean burgers, one of them is they're an excellent source of fiber. I looked up on Google just so I could have someone to quote. MedicalNewsToday.com, January 10, 2010, by Megan Ware, said that black beans are very high in protein and fiber. They may help strengthen bones. They can protect the heart. They're a natural anti-inflammatory. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals. They're low in salt. Of course, fiber helps prevent constipation. And it's a cheap filling meal, right? You can buy a can of black beans for under $1. Or you can spend more on it if you like it. They don't even have to be organic. Rinse them off. Put them, like I said, through your food processor or mash them up with a fork. And there you go. And so I find 1 can of black beans will stretch and make about 4 burgers. Which, when I made them, I wrapped each one individually after I pan fried them, or you can bake them in the oven. And so then I wrapped each one individual and put them in the freezer, as you can see. So now all I have to do is pull it out, pop it in the microwave, and eat it like that, with or without bread, or on a bun. You can put guacamole, mustard, mayo, whatever you'd put on a regular burger. Just put that on the top, some lettuce and tomato, and there is your great meal for under $5. It's going to feed 4 people. Have a great day.